Hey everyone, my name is Alyssa Welch, and I am so excited to be here with you tonight because I think it is nighttime when you're going to be seeing this. And I am so excited to share with you some amazing things about Plexus. Katie asked me to do this, and I'm so honored that she did, to share a little bit about what the business has meant to me and my family. So again, like I mentioned, my name's Alyssa Welch, and I am a Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And a little bit of history. I learned about Plexus pretty much a year before I actually started. And I was watching a dear friend of mine post about it on Facebook. And I watched her, again, for pretty much a year. And I watched her post health things, and I watched her post, how to drink more water, health tips, those types of things, and how she had been losing weight on Plexus. And I was like, gosh, that sounds really cool. But I don't think that is something that I can afford. So I continued to watch. And so as the months continued, I started watching her talk about how much money she was making. And I was like, money? What you talking about, Willis? No, I'm just kidding. And it piqued my interest. So about Christmas time, 2014, actually right after Christmas, I just was at a point where we were struggling financially. To back up a little bit, 2 years before that, we had an unexpected third baby. Katie remembers that. She was probably the first person I told. We always joked about us being pregnant together, and I thought that was probably not going to happen, but it did. She had twins. I just had one. But needless to say, after I had my third child, I really wanted to stay home with my kids. It was kind of a situation where I kind of had to resign my job. I was a teacher, and they didn't want to give me the contract that I wanted, so I ended up quitting and was on a single income for more than 2 years. And to be honest, it was rough because as much as I loved staying home and I loved it, we were pretty much paycheck to paycheck. And at that point, go ahead 2 years, when I was thinking about Plexus, it was a situation where if I could make an additional $500 a month, that would provide the cushion that I think we needed in order for us to be able to breathe. Because at that point, it was a little scary, and I was actually contemplating going back to work, either working night school or something, because I knew that we couldn't continue this way for very much longer. But my desire was to stay home for my kids, and so I thought I'd give it a shot. I told Emily, who was my upline that I was talking to you about before, I said, here's what I need, and I'd love to try these products, but here's what I need to happen. And she looked at me and she said, we can make that work. And I went, okay. And I got started, and I jumped in as an ambassador actually right away. Here's what happened. Within a few months, actually no, my second month, I had that $500. My paycheck was like $515. And as I continued through the business, the paycheck started growing, and my team started growing. It didn't grow as fast as I would have liked it at the beginning because I didn't really believe in myself very much. It took a lot of personal development over the last several months for me to really understand that I could do this, that I wasn't a salesperson. I was just me sharing these awesome products, and that I could really do this. That took a while, probably betterment of the first 6 months or so. Once I got to that point, it really started to roll. And I was like, network marketing, what are you talking about? This is ridiculous. I'm a teacher. But once I just continued sharing these products and the awesomeness that they were, the amazing ingredients they had, the testimonies the health testimonies that I was seeing, and the financial testimonies, people really started to join in. So what happened a couple months after I started is I got a call from a night school here local in San Diego looking for a teacher. And guess what? I didn't have to do it. I got to decline that. I got to stay home with my babies. And that to me is what Plexus is about. It's about having a dream, and which for me was to stay home for my kids, and then it happening, it actually coming to fruition. That is what started happening to me with Plexus because of this amazing business. As I continued, I got my first promotion a few months after I started. A few months after that, I got my second promotion. And just a couple months after that, guess who joined my team? Katie joined my team. And that was amazing. I'll go back and tell you a little bit of, I kind of have a frustration with myself about when I actually asked her to join. I almost didn't ask her. You want to know why? I was nervous about what she would think about me. I was nervous because she was a nurse, and oh my gosh, she might think I'm a nut job. But when I went to her and I said, hey, I would love your input. I would love to know what you think about these products. And she said, heck yes. I've been thinking about this. I've been watching you forever. She joined the next day, pretty much, I think. I'm pretty sure it was the next day. So I have learned so much about this business and about myself through it. A lot about being bold, a lot about being sure of myself and believing in myself. And that's pretty much an extra side effect to it that I won't go too much into. But as far as the business goes, a year and a half later, I am at a point where I am one promotion away from being what is considered in our company a jewel. I don't know how it happened. It just happened. It's crazy. But in a couple of months here, I'm hoping to actually go for that promotion and get my Plexus Lexus and my annual trip to Hawaii. And you're probably thinking, that sounds ridiculous. This can't be real. It's real, my friends. It is real, the real deal. It has grown that much. I make more money now than when I did when I was full-time teaching. Full-time, because before I quit, I was part-time. So it's crazy. This is how it is. It's the real deal. And what it has meant to my family is not stressing about money. We are not rolling in it by any stretch of the imagination. But that $500 I wanted has multiplied 5, 6, 7 times, 8 times over a month because of this business. It has meant that I can send my kids to summer camp without having to ask for money at their birthdays. It has meant for me to be able to give back to some of my friends who are struggling in a way that I could not do a year ago. It has meant for me to be able to pay for my mom to get her hair done. I know that sounds silly, but my father passed away a few years ago, and being able to help her like that is huge. It has meant for me, my husband not having to work overtime. It has meant that he doesn't have to bear all the burden and the stress of providing 100% in Southern California, which is really, really expensive. It has meant so many things. It has meant being able to give back to my church. It has meant to be able to give in ministries. It has actually opened up my eyes to dreams that we have of being able to, setting up funds to maybe send kids to summer camp. That's always been a dream of mine. Those dreams are always in the wind, but now they're realities. And as soon as I hit this next promotion, there are things that I can do to actually start putting them into place. That is what Plexus has provided for me. That is what Plexus provides for so many, is the ability to dream again, not just because of money, but because of what platform it provides for you to do. This company provides you a platform to do so many things that maybe you could never have done before. And that, to me, is worth way more than $34.95, which is what it costs to start this company. So I know I've babbled quite a bit here today, but I just wanted to let you know that this business is more than just getting on Facebook and selling some products, because I'm not a salesperson. I'm just another girl. But it has meant the world to me. It has meant new, deep friendships. It has meant financial stability, and it has meant just learning so much more about myself than I didn't even know I always joke and say I trust God's timing. I wish He'd started this a year earlier. But I always trust, and I know that the Lord puts in our lives things at just the right time. And this was the right time for me. And I hope that it is the right time for you. I just want to say thank you so much for listening through all my babble. And thank you so much for listening to these wonderful ladies who are sharing just the joy and gift of Flexus with you. My hope and my prayer for them is that their teams just blow up and explode, and that so many people can be reached with these awesome products and this awesome opportunity, because it is the real deal. It is the best opportunity out there right now. So that is all. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And if you ever need to talk to me, you can ask Katie. I would be happy to hop on a 3-way call with you and chat as much as you need and answer any questions. You guys are wonderful. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.